Ribbontail Bridge provides a crossing on the canal. When the Royal Canal came here, it cut across a road so that the people on the south side of the canal were then cut off from their local village in Longwood. So in order to allow them to go to Mass and go shopping, the Ribbontail Bridge was erected. It's here at the bridge that a little lane goes off and takes you into Longwood. I was very pleased to be able to get funding for this lane. It provides a great amenity for the people of Longwood and for people walking the canal to get into Longwood. Ribbontail Bridge was named after the ribbonmen who breached parts of the canal as it was constructed. The Ribbon Society was principally an agricultural secret society which was formed in response to the miserable conditions in which the vast majority of tenant farmers lived in the early 19th century in Ireland. Some clever ribbonmen breached the canal walls to let the water out and then offered themselves as handymen for the repair job. This scam was stopped when the company put a ban on hiring local labour. Also in the 1820s, a local policeman was billeted at the hotel in Meath Valley to ensure that there was no more attacks on the boat. Longwood Harbour is home to Ribbontail Paddlers Canoe Club. The club have canoe polo goals erected over the canal, and they've restored the old canal workers' cottage to use as their clubhouse. This canal workers' house was built about 1795 and was completely derelict. The outbuilding to the side would have been used to store goods. These now have been completely restored by the Ribbontail Paddlers, which was founded in 2010 by a group of local families from Longwood and Enfield. Immediately after the harbour, there is two aqueducts. The first is the Longwood Road Viaduct, carrying the canal over the road below. Longwood Road Aqueduct is also known as Boyne Dock Bridge or the Dock Bridge and dates from 1795. The railway bridge over the road is just a few yards over from the aqueduct and it dates to about 1850. A short way along the canal is the Boyne Aqueduct, erected in 1804 and carries the canal over the River Boyne. The river at this point is about 13 metres wide and flows through the central arch of the aqueduct. It's a very interesting feat of late 18th century engineering in Ireland. On the south side of the canal after Blackshade Bridge is Mullerick Bog, which is one of the few remaining raised bogs to be found in Ireland. The small village of the Hill of Down with a post office, small shop and Moran's pub sits on the south bank of the canal. The Hill of Down railway station opened in 1847 and finally closed 100 years later in 1947. At the Hill of Down, the railway crossed the estate of the McGann family of Killine Manor, and they would only allow it through if they could stop any train whenever they wanted to get on or off it, and they actually exercised this right. In 1801, the Canal Company decided to abandon plans to bring the canal to Kinnegad and abandoned works on that line, and portions of these can be seen between Blackshade Bridge and the Hill of Down. From the Hill of Down, the Greenway continues west to Ballasport Bridge, and the northern section of Mount Heavey Bog, another raised bog, is adjacent to the canal. After 2.5 kilometres west of Ballasport Bridge, the path leaves County Meath and moves into Westmeath. The next stop is Darcy Bridge, and further on is Thomastown, where the long level finishes.